Hello everyone, it's December 30th. Alright, so first things first, yesterday, what a terrible experience yesterday. So yesterday, we're trying to do this OND method for this problem, for the job difficulty problem. And I try to use this and it kind of works in my head, but it turns out it's wrong. Okay, turns out it's wrong and couldn't figure out why. No, I could not. So I went back to the discussion, checked the first one, always lead to 15, and then I saw his solution. Yeah, not this one. This one. Exactly the same as what we have. But lead to 15 being as lead to 15, he never really explained too well his thought process. So you go down, and you find out somebody's kind of explaining everything. I was reading it, last night after I finished, I was reading it, and he mentioned this, and I'm like, okay, this is exactly this part, right? The exact thing that I don't understand, like why this one works, and why mine doesn't work. Actually, I know why mine doesn't work, kind of later, but why does this work? It doesn't explain it. So to expand the replies, you can see I have responded yesterday. But anyway, so this guy wrote another one, which is explaining exactly what, look at this. This really confuses him because there's no guarantee that this is blah, blah, blah. I'll talk about this later today. And I was like, yes, that's exactly my confusion. And I look at this, Gordy, what the hell is this? It took me a while to read through everything and then think about it and think again. And yeah, this is correct. This is correct. And that's his conclusion. Solution is brilliant, but it's impossible for him to come up with this. I completely agree. I upvoted this. This is just, I don't know who came up with this with this solution. The standard solution is O(n) squared times d. That's the standard. That's the one I think in interview you're supposed to come up with it. I mean, it's labeled as hard, but it's yeah, it is hard, but it's not that hard. Okay, so O(n) squared times d you should be able to come up with. But this, whatever this is just ridiculous. So I should have the response. But anyway, I'll go back to this after I finish today's challenge, which thank Lord it's an easy one. So after that, I come back here and I will try my best to explain it in my own language without looking through this. And we'll go through this one more time. Okay, and I'll expand. I'll have to expand this just to explain why this has to be the other way. Why it cannot be this way. But before everything, I just opened it too. Okay. Before everything, let's. I never read this. The proxies. The proxies are quite useful. I don't remember how I do it. I don't remember anymore, but because I don't use it. I don't use it in my job. I don't use JavaScript like that. All right. And we're solving actually the last day. This is the last day of the year. Not today, but this is the last day. All right, let's blitz through this. Largest substring between two equal characters. Given S, return the length of the longest substring between two equal characters, excluding the two characters. If there's no such a substring, okay, so this is 0. This is 2. This is -1. All right. Standard solution is O(n) squared because you find one, you go through the whole thing, you try to find the other one, right? But we are not doing a standard solution because what we can do is as we read through the thing, we can record.
Yeah, turn off the screen for G.
Huh?
Turn off the screen for the G.
No, I did not.
And turn it off later.
Yeah?
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Do I turn off the screen?
In the car.
Oh! Oh, in the Jeep. I already did. I thought you meant like the screen.
I said Jeep.
Ah. Didn't pick up that one. Alright, where was I? Oh, yeah, we go from the front to the end. We record the index of the first occurrence. Okay? And then every time it occurred again, so we can use the indices to calculate everything in between. So I just need to double check one thing, okay? I just need to double check one thing. What if I have this thing? Okay, so I have an A here. You know what? That's actually not good. Let's just do this. Okay, so the answer should be 3. If this answer is 3, I know how to solve this. And the answer is 3. Okay, let's go for it. This is not hard. I mean, of course it's not hard. It's an easy problem. Ooh, I kind of don't want to delete all this. You know what? Let's Vim this. But I don't think Vim is the best way. No, Vim is not the best way. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, we can. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just delete this. It's okay. No, it's not this one. Up, 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 up. Oh. I was supposed to press up and I pressed down. Alright, let's do this. So, first things first, we need to have an int initials, initial indices. 26, so we have 26 letters. And we say array stuff fill, everything fill -1. Oh, what the hell? That is not right. You should take a picture of this as well, Razizi. This is very cute. Alright, and then what we're gonna do is for char C of S dot to char array. And we're gonna say if we also need a result int res. We want to find the maximum or minimum. Maximum. Largest. So we need to get a very small thing. So 0. Ooh, that is. I think I need to do -1. Alright, then we say if initial indices C minus A, if this, what the hell? If this is equal to -1, then, I don't like this. Then initial indices C minus A is equal to, oh, you need index. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. We can handle this. I, 0, I, small s dot length, I plus plus. And we just do a char C s dot char at I. Okay. So if that, we do this, else we say res equal to math dot maximum res and I minus initial index C minus A. Okay, do we need to add 1? 0, 1, 2. We need a -1 because it's not including. Right? It's not including, so it's -1. Blah blah blah. At the end, we'll return rest. That shall be it. That shall be it. Come on. Let's get it. Let's got it. How about a single one? That is a good test case. How about like the thing I did? Okay. If they are correct, we're gonna submit it. Pretty neat. Shall be it. You have been awarded December badge. It doesn't have like a year-end badge? I actually don't remember they have a year-end badge. I don't think they do. 1624. There's nothing to say. I'm not gonna say anything for this one. I think this is the brute force on squared hash. Oh, it's called a hash map method. ON. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Oh yeah, actually not someone, many ones. Many people say Happy New Year. You wanna see?
Oh, I thought you're in live stream.
Oh no, I'm saying it doesn't really matter. As in on LeetCode, many people say Happy New Year 4 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Are you happy now? No, it's the people in the comment. Are you happy now? I don't know. Oh, it's he posted his stats for 2023. 1,001 questions this year. That's actually quite impressive. I'm gonna upload that.
Lee?
No, not Lee. Lee solved I don't know how many questions. So this guy. 1,000 questions in a year. That's at least 3 problems per day.
Wow.
2.
How much did you solve?
For the year, I mean at least. If you don't count the repeats, hold on. If you count the repeated problems, at least 365, right? Because I did 1 every day. But I probably did 2. I actually don't know, like the year and how many I saw. Oh, maybe this one tells me how many I saw in the year. $582. I did 582 this year. Thank you very much. But the real thing just starting now. Alright, let's go back to this. Now we can really explain what happened. Okay, so how should I explain? Let's bring out this. So, and I actually used the wrong answer yesterday to give an example. So this one is wrong, right? I was trying to use this to solve. So yesterday, so we know what we're trying to do is if we have, some J0, J1, J2, all the way to Jn. And say we have a J, okay? We're looking at a current J, and then the one before me are monotonic decreasing, right? And then we have current job J. And then we'll look through the monotonic decreasing, and what I try to do is every time if this is smaller than me, I'll pop it and I'll include this into the current subarray, because when I do that, the current subarray will have this J, the current J, as the maximum value, which is the overall difficulty of the current subarray, or you can call it the current day. Now, the thing is, once I involve this, when I include this with everything, I need to recompute. I need to compute, because this is the temp, right? I need to compute temp J in my case. I need to compute temp J. So temp J should be DP. DP is the thing of the previous day. So I say if this is K, right? This is index is K, so it should be DP K minus 1. Right? So that's actually all the way to K minus 1. We have the previous day, right? What's the minimum, and plus your, job difficulty of today, which is exactly this, right? But why is this not correct? Now this is not correct because every time we do the pop on the monotonic array, we're skipping a lot of things, right? We're skipping a lot of things, which means when we do this, we did not check every single situations. And this can be seen in this one perfectly, right? So we start with 186, 399. So if you think about monotonic decreasing, 479 is the first one in the array. This one will be 479, right? And then it just so happens that as we go from left to right, we start popping things. The minimum that you can get for some value here is gonna be 186 by itself and a subarray of like all of this with 479 as the biggest. Okay, so the answer is 186 is a subarray, and then 398, 479, 206. Actually, I don't have 885 like this, right? This is the best answer, but 479 is here, which means as I pop, if I want to pop something, I hit 479. If I pop it, right, and I'll include it or not include it, I will never be able to recreate the situation where 186 is by itself, because this is not in the stack. If a certain situation, a certain value is not in the stack, I'm gonna miss it. And if you miss it, this will never work, because for this temp to work, this one has to be 186. But 186 is never in the monotonic array. Therefore, this will never work. Now this will work if we go back one by one, which means we are revert back to the O(n) squared times d solution. And we did not take advantage of the monotonic array at all. So that's why this is wrong, right? That's why this is wrong. Now, let me try to explain why the other one is correct. So the other one says temp j, right? So k is the pop, right? K is stack dot pop. And temp j will equal to temp k minus job difficulty k and plus job difficulty j. So, well, actually, it's gonna be the minimum, right? Minimum of this and temp j. So why is this one correct? Now, for the details, I just recommend go back, read whatever this guy wrote. No, not this guy. Where is the dude? Here. Whatever this guy wrote, just read it. But I'm going to try to explain it here. So what happens is, we have a bunch of values, right? The reason why this might not be correct is there could be two situations when we pop this k, right? So let's say this is j, this is k, right? And then this is my current j. This is a jk in the monotonic array. And then this is another monotonic array. Now this is the monotonic array. So this is enjoy. This is the monotonic decreasing array. And now I have jk, and then j is a bigger value than this jk, than this k, right? I just call it k. I'll call it jk. So this is a bigger value. So I say I'll pop this. Then what I want to know is what is, like, everything here, right? Everything in front of k. What is the minimum? What is the minimum with minus 1 day? So if the subarray that in the previous, right? Because you imagine temp k, so like if this is 4-day, right? We say temp means 4 days. So if ending at k with 4 days or 4 subarrays, I want to know what is, I shouldn't say like, if this k is the max value of the 4th subarray that's including k. Okay, so we have 4 subarrays. Just example, we have 4 subarray and one of the last including k. And if this thing, this is its max, which means whatever the k value is the difficulty of this subarray, right? Then we do temp k minus job difficulty k will give us this value, which is the minimum. Actually, we can even include the whole thing, right? Because these are all smaller. These are smaller, right? Because everything in between is smaller. Which means if we do this minus this, we get. So in this case, right, if k, we say if k is max of the subarray, right? When temp k is computed, then temp k minus job difficulty k is actually equal to dp k minus 1. This is equal, so it's the same. So this is a good scenario. But then we have a bad scenario. And the bad scenario is if k is not the max, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, this is 4th, right? K is here, but we have another one, let's call it P. We have a P, and the P is larger than K. So if K is not max, right, of this, then temp K minus job difficulty K does not equal dp k minus 1, which means it's a wrong, okay? This is actually wrong. It does not represent the minimum value of a 3 subarray situation ending at k minus 1. It does not represent. But it turns out this does not matter. This does not matter, okay? So what happens is when this is the case, right? When this is the case, then, okay, this is where I need to see if I understand, right? When this is the case, when this is the case, then temp k is actually equal to temp p, because k is smaller than p. So temp this is equal to this, right? Because it's the same. Really? Is that how we analyze it? Yeah, I think this is how we analyze it, because k is smaller and p is bigger, right? So ending at k is the same. I'm not so confident now. Ending at k is the same as ending at p. Well, because everything in between is small, and a k is also small. So when we have a smaller thing, it should be the same. Is that what he said? Okay. Yeah, this is what he said. Okay, why is this the same? If dp2j does not take aj as today's difficulty, there must be. That's correct. That's why. That's why. Yeah. So, if this the last subarray is not taking k, it must take in p. Yes, it must take in p. Therefore, temp k must equal to temp p. Right? These two are the same. Therefore, what we can say is, and then we have two scenarios, right? Then we say temp k minus job difficulty k plus job difficulty j will equal to temp p, right, minus job difficulty k plus job difficulty j. And then we will have, if job difficulty p is smaller or equal to job difficulty j, right? If this is the case, then okay. That's just hold on. What we're trying to do, right? What we're trying to do is to show that. And let me restart. Okay. So if p is larger than k, then this does not equal to, which means our intermediate solution, intermediate value, temp k minus jdk plus jdj, this one is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. But what we want to show is this wrong answer does not matter, because when we reach p, okay, when we reach p, if p, job difficulty p is smaller or equal to job difficulty I, then we will do the minimum of temp p minus job difficulty p plus job difficulty j and temp j, right? We will perform this. Then what we try to compare is this thing and this thing. Now, temp k is equal to temp p. We already show it, because if this subarray difficulty is not k, it must be some p in it, right? And then this one is larger than k. So in this case, these two are the same. Now jdk is smaller than jdp. Therefore, in this case, temp k minus jdk plus jdj must be larger than temp p minus jdp plus jdj, which means this wrong answer can be ignored when we hit p, and this is the correct answer. This is the wrong answer, but the wrong answer will be ignored because the wrong answer will always be bigger than the smaller answer. So that's one scenario. Else, if we have JDP is larger than JDJ, right? If it's larger than JDJ, which means at this point, what we'll compare is basically temp P, right? We do temp P and temp J. We try to find a minimum of these two. So now we just need to show that temp P is larger, is always, like this wrong will always be corrected. So we just need to compare this value and temp P. Now, keep in mind, temp P is equal to temp K. JDJ is larger than JDK. Therefore, this wrong, therefore we can show that temp K minus JDK plus JDJ will always be larger than temp P. I mean, technically larger equal to, right? Because JDJ is always larger equal to JDK. Therefore, when we hit P, even in this situation, we correct it again. So this is wrong. Now this one's correct, right? So therefore, this wrong answer will never be considered. It will never be considered. Hence, this solution is correct. So, muchísimo. Agradezco a esta explicación. Right? This is really, really good. And then this kind of explain at the end. Yeah, it kind of show the wrong answer is ignored again. So that's what I said. This line, just this line alone, the water behind it is very, very deep. Okay, it's very deep. And because of that, we can now, but I need to copy this guy's awesome blossom share. Okay. Important. Read this comment to understand why this line works. The line is, I'm going to change this. This is not right. This line. Temp K minus job difficulty K plus, yeah. Why this line works. For more exclamation marks. And you can run. I can actually run this solution. No, run this one. Oh my god, this is number 8. Just to double check. Yeah. So, that's it. That's everything. Do I want to keep it? Honestly, I do want to keep this. Is it 29? Job difficulty. Yes. Alright, let's keep this. I keep this at least I'm not sure. All right. So that's 35 minutes. We can do a couple more. Or you want to get back into one of these ones. And the thing is, I don't remember how I solved this. I don't. Max query. I need to read the solution. This one either. Like I don't remember. Build an array where you can find a maximum and exactly k comparisons. It's a DP. I remember. Let's see. Maybe I remember this one. You're given 3 numbers. Consider the following algorithm to find a maximum element of an array of positive integers. If the maximum value is smaller than search cost, right? This will have a search cost. If the max value smaller than, so every time we have a new max popping up, we have to add a search cost. So array has exactly n integers. Array I is this. After applying the mentioned algorithm to array, the search cost is exactly k. And return the number of ways to build the array under the mentioned conditions. So what I remember is it's a DP. And what's M? M is the range of numbers, right? So n is the total number, m is the range for the numbers, and k is the number of the cost. Okay, what I remember is if I start with an index towards the end with whatever number of costs I can still do, right? If I remember right, if I remember correctly, we can do something like this: dp index remaining. Usually this is kind of common way of doing so. The remaining search cost and the previous max. This is what I remember. It's kind of a 3-level DP, right? The previous max. So we're starting from index and we're gonna go through the previous. Now we have the previous max, right? So for the current value, if the current value is not the current value, the current position, right? The current position we can put basically 2 types of values. One is if it's smaller than the previous max, right? Then we can put however many values you want, and so you will have m minus pre-max. No, just pre-max. Right, if it's small equal to pre-max, we can put any one of them to the pre-max. So it will be the pre-max times dp index plus 1 remaining and pre-max is the same, right? If at index, so we say at index position, right? At this position, if we use a value not larger than pre-max. If we use a value that is not larger than pre-max, then the total number of ways to construct this array is going to be the pre-max, because that's how many different values I can put at the current position. Start with 1, right? Yeah, start with 1. Times however many we can do the rest, right? When you do this. Otherwise, right, if we use a value that is larger than pre-max, okay, then depending on what it is, so we run a loop, right? We say for value in range from pre-max plus 1 all the way to m plus 1. So that's all we can do. And for each of them, right, that's going to be dp index plus 1 remaining minus 1. Because we cannot do that. We just encountered a new thing, and the new pre-max is v. So rest will be plus equal to this. Blah, 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 blah. Done. Right? And now what we need to figure out is the edge case. So what are the edge cases? Well, the edge case for 1, what's a success? A success is when index, because I have to go through the entire thing to have exactly k, right? So if index is equal to n, okay, if index is equal to n and remaining is equal to 0, when this happens, that's a good, right? That's a good. I think that returns 1, right? This one should return 1 because it's a success case. Basically, I can say I have one way to do it. Right? That should return 1. Any of the other cases, right? Any of the other cases shall be impossible. Like if remaining is smaller than 0, that is a 0, right? And if remaining is 0 and index is not at reaching n, or index reaching n, but the remaining is now 0, these are all impossible cases, right? So we need to get the impossible case. Basically, remaining smaller than 0, right? If remaining is smaller than 0, or index is equal to n and remaining is larger than 0. In these cases, I'll return 0. In this case, I'll return 1. In all the other cases, we're going to do this. Let's roll it. I wonder if I have... Yes, I do. I probably shouldn't read this. I should just do it here. Okay, so what we have? I have a mod, right? Mod is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then def dp, I have index, remaining, and pre-max. Maybe I can vim it. Right? And then, what do I say? We say if index is equal to 0 and remaining is equal to 0, that will return 1. If remaining is smaller than 0, or index is equal to n and remaining is larger than 0. In this case, return 0. Otherwise, res shall equal to premax times dp index plus 1 remaining minus 1 and premax. Then for v in range, premax plus 1 all the way to m and n plus 1. I need a mod as well, so I can do mod so equal to res plus dp index plus 1. Actually this is, no, remain the same. Right, remaining minus 1 v mod. I'll return res. I will return dp. So I'll start with 0 with k left. Premax. Oh, what's the premax? Shouldn't premax just equal to 1? Yeah, I was thinking the premax is 1. Or is premax equal to 0? I would say just 1. And let's just try. Not sure. Oh, hold a second. Functools port cache. RU cache max size. Oh, I don't think this one works. Yep. Shoot. Oh, maybe I can do. Set line number off. Oh. Oh, no number. Okay. Set no number. Set no relative number. There we go. I can copy directly. Hi, does it work? Syntax error. Nope. Okay. Maybe another or index. So I'll do that. Really? This is not enough? I feel like I handle, right? Oh, that. It's still all right. Huh. What value am I printing, man? Okay. Let's just do the first one. That's the problem with the first one. Yep. So we start with 0. K is 1, so 0, 1, 1. Okay, 0, 1, 1. Oh, index equal to 0, index equal to n. That's typo. Okay, but it's just wrong. Why? I don't understand. How about the other ones? Okay. And the last one is wrong. M is 1. And K is 1. Again. 0, 1, 1. Maybe I should start with 0. Yep, I should start with 0 instead of starting with 1. What's the difference? Well, you start with 0, you get 1. First one's always counted. Right, you start with 0 with the previous max. So if you keep, everybody's gonna be 0. Oh, because if you don't start with 0, you lose the chance. No, you don't lose the chance. It's just the pre-max is gonna all be 0. Everything is gonna be 0. But here you get a chance to start with 1. That's why you have to have a chance to start from 1. Nice. Good. Another attempt to solve this problem. And this time we pretty smoothly succeeded in the first try. Right, O, M, and K. IPR. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 All right. I think now we're happy. We can turn this off. So at least one problem done. Now I have to figure out this one. Okay. That'll be it. Happy. Now I'll say it tomorrow. It's not today. Anyway, that'll be it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.